Hi, this is Liz Evans of Wellspring Vitality and of Hands-On Bodyworks, and I have quite a long career, over 24 years, of helping people to learn how to move, restorative movement, and I also do body work that releases pain out of the body and helps you connect your brain to your body. So often we go through life and we're not feeling. Today's focus is the foot treat. I'm so excited to bring this to you. I filmed this the last time in 2018 and I've learned so many things since then. It's now 2023. So I wanted to share with you some things. First of all, soak, sink, and synergize. I've got three main topics for how you can allow your feet to just come alive. You don't need to settle for pain. So many of us think, I'm aging. That means I have to be in pain. Well, don't just surrender to that. That's not how it happens. You can happen to your body. Your body does not have to happen to you. And that's what this foot treat is all about. It's about learning how to treat your feet so that it's like the foundation. I mean, look at this miracle of the foot. And the way that it can move, it can go in so many different directions. And this is the foundation of your movement. Whenever you want to go somewhere, you got to use these doggos right here. So treat them well. The first way to not treat them well is to keep them sheathed in your shoes all day long and just take them off to sleep and then not move them. There's such a beautiful design to your foot. I mean, look at that arch. And you can strengthen your arch. Contrary to popular, even medical belief, you can strengthen your arch by the way you move your foot. For that, you'll have to check out my core, what do I call it? My core walking, my core walking method, which can not only transform your feet, I used to be flat-footed. Check it out, I'm not flat-footed anymore. And it will also transform the way that your body is compressing at your ankle, knee, and hip joints and turn your core on while you're walking. Most of us stop moving our core, but enough about that. Today, it's all about the feet. All right, so the first thing I mentioned, soaking. So it's really important. You know, I bet you sit every day. I have a standing job. I don't have as many opportunities to sit, but if you sit at work, perhaps to eat, Netflix binging, anyone? Do you ever sit? If you do, then optimize that time by soaking your feet in some hot water, Epsom salts, essential oils, and maybe put some smooth stones or maybe some not so smooth stones in there and let your feet experience and feel all that different input. You can take your feet out and massage them. You could even go a little crazy and have an ice bath right next to it to dip your feet in and then put them back in the cold. I'm telling you, you're going to improve circulation to your feet. It's also important that you do simple things like this. I call this shiatsuing the toes. You're pushing and pulling. This is a shiatsu massage move. Squeeze the webbing in between. Second and third, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, and squeeze. Third and fourth, push, pull, and squeeze. Fourth and fifth, push, pull, and squeeze. How about just finger pressing the base of the foot or wringing out the towel? And you can get so much more creative from here. You can just hold at the ankle and then move the foot all around. I teach all kinds of foot exercises in my core transformation class. How about getting your fingers in between the toes? This is a very important skill. Squeeze the fingers with the toes, release, pull the fingers in deeper. Squeeze the fingers with the toes, release, pull down deeper. You can also use the fingers in between the toes to roll on that heel. Take it around the other direction. Oh my goodness, this feels so good. The more your foot can move, the less likely you are to be injured. So many people injure their ankles because they never do anything to their ankles except for walk and sit. Even runners have ankles that are weak if you're not putting your ankles into a lot of different shapes and building that strength. That's another thing we do in core transformation. And that's enough about soaking. How about sinking? When I talk about sinking, I want you to sink your feet into a variety of different surfaces. How about grass? How about walking barefoot in the sand? And if you're not used to walking barefoot, y'all, don't just start walking barefoot all the time. You will injure yourself. You got to work up to it. So sand, grass, gravel, carpet, all kinds of things. And then when you're in that, sink into it and feel it. Let your mind feel what you feel. Feel the feels. And then maybe squeeze the toes or push the ankle in, move the ankle into different positions, push the heel in, I mean. There's so many different ways that you can move the foot, but sink it into a lot of different surfaces. Now, when I say synergize, I want to show this to you. I'm going to back up a little bit to make sure this is on camera. But you can go and get a reflexology treatment, which is such a great thing. Did you know that you have the whole body in your foot? This is the spine line. This is the brain. You've got, and I'm not a reflexologist, so I don't know where everything is, but you have the large intestine that comes up, across, and down. Every bit of your body is represented here. You can squeeze the fingernails to release your sinuses. So here's one way that I like to synergize, and check this out. Isn't this cool? Just like hands, feet were designed to fit together. So cool. And I love to do this move in my classes. We take the foot and slide it down. So when I say synergize, maybe that means play footsie with somebody. Maybe that means, I know, I'm going to try to turn the light on and off. I'm just going to do the simple act of moving the switch. Or I'm going to try to pick something up with my toes. The feet can do amazing things. You know, some people who've lost the use of their hands and feet, they paint with their mouth. Some people who don't have hands have to do everything you do with their hands with their feet. And guess what? They can. You can also write the alphabet with your feet, which is a great way to strengthen the ankles and get mobility in there. So many things you can do with your feet. And if you have more ideas of things, post them down below. We want to know what you've discovered. There's so many more things I could share, but that is going to get you started. If you applied everything that I just gave you in this video, I promise that you will not have pain as you age in your feet, because you will have treated your feet the way that they're begging you to treat them. So thanks for tuning in. I hope this helped you, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. By the way, I've got more content just like this at www.handsonbodyworks.com. And we also post these at www.wellspringvitality.com. A lot of stuff going on for your wellness on both sites. So if you're excited to know more, check it out.